When history tells the story of the American Civil War, it often focuses on the battlefields, the generals, and the political leaders. Yet behind the smoke and chaos, thousands of women played critical and often overlooked roles that helped shape the outcome of the war and redefine women's place in American society. From nurses and spies to factory workers and disguised soldiers, women's contributions during the Civil War were as varied as they were vital. Nursing and medical care, healing a broken nation. Before the Civil War, nursing was not considered a respectable profession for women. That changed almost overnight. As casualties soared, the need for medical care became desperate. Clara Barton, later known as the founder of the American Red Cross, earned a nickname the Angel of the Battlefield for her tireless efforts tending to wounded soldiers. She often worked close to the front lines, bringing supplies and comfort to soldiers under fire. Dorothea Dix, a pioneering advocate for mentally ill, was appointed superintendent of Army nurses. She organized thousands of women volunteers, establishing standards that professionalized nursing and ensured women had an official role in military hospitals. Women like Marion Bickerdike and Sally Tompkins, the only officially commissioned female officer in the Confederate Army, managed hospitals and saved countless lives, battling not just infections and injuries, but also skepticism from a male-dominated military establishment. Spies and smugglers, secrets behind enemy lines. Some women took on even more dangerous roles, serving as spies and intelligence agents. Harriet Tubman famously served as a spy for the Union, using her skills and networks developed during the Underground Railroad to gather crucial information behind Confederate lines. Rose O'Neal Greenough, a wealthy Washington socialite, became one of the Confederacy's most effective spies, using her connections to pass along valuable intelligence to Southern commanders. Belle Boyd, known as the Cleopatra of the Secession, also spied for the Confederacy, charming Union soldiers to gain access to sensitive information. These women risked imprisonment, or worse, if caught, showing incredible bravery in a war where the lines between battlefront and home front often blurred. Soldiers in disguise, fighting on the front lines. Though women were not officially allowed to serve as soldiers, dozens, perhaps hundreds, disguised themselves as men and enlisted. They bound their chests, cut their hair short, and adopted male names to fight alongside men. One famous example is Sarah Emma Edmonds, who served as Franklin Thompson in the Union Army. Edmonds fought in numerous battles and also acted as a spy, slipping behind Confederate lines in various disguises. These women defied not just gender norms, but also military regulations, motivated by patriotism, adventure, or a desperate need to stay close to loved ones. Home front labor, keeping the country running. With so many men away fighting, women took over farms, businesses, and factories, ensuring that the economy did not collapse. They organized fundraising fairs, produced uniforms and ammunition, and ran supply drives for the troops. Northern and Southern women alike formed relief societies to support soldiers, sending care packages filled with food, clothing, and letters to boost morale. African American women, both free and enslaved, played critical roles as well, working in fields, cooking for soldiers, and sometimes running secret networks of information and aid. Changing perceptions, a new place in society. The Civil War marked a turning point in how women were viewed in American society. Their expanded roles during the conflict challenged traditional ideas about gender and capability. Many women who had tasted independence and leadership during the war would go on to become leaders in post-war social movements, including the fight for women's suffrage. The Civil War showed that courage, resilience, and leadership were not limited to battlefield, and not limited to men. Though often overshadowed in popular history, women were the backbone of both the Union and Confederate war efforts. They healed the wounded, carried vital intelligence, labored tirelessly at home, and even fought on front lines, all while navigating a world that frequently denied them recognition. Their contributions during the Civil War not only helped preserve a nation, but also paved the way for the long struggle toward gender equality that would continue into the next century. These women were true patriots, and their stories deserve to be remembered and honored